The technical difficulties is real today.
Hello,
What's good, you guys?
introverts. Stop networking. Start making plays. Today's episode of Making Moguls is one that is going to hit you guys in a new space because it's cold right now, but we at the end of it, and it's about to be time to be outside.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And today's topic is going to be networking for introverts. How to position yourself, how to make sure that you connect intentionally. Now, my name is Sir Vijano Alexander. This is the Making Mogul Hour, somewhere between 7 and 8. And I'm joined by the one, the only.
Your favorite dime. It's your girl. You already know.
That's Dime with a Y, not an I.
Okay.
Get it right. And so we are here to tackle, not just the table,
Yeah, I was about to say.
but the topic of making meaningful connections. And so we're tackling, my bad.
I don't know where you're
My
at.
bad.
On this
I'm right here.
album.
I'm right here. My bad. We got a brand new outline and we're trying to make sure that this works. So bear with us while we work it through. But we are tackling four shifts, okay? The promise today is the 4 shifts from fake to plug, okay? Authenticity, Groku prep, plays over ass, and boundaries. Stories and hacks incoming, okay? So we got everything for you guys to make sure that you know how to network intentionally, how to get the most out of it, and how to not burn yourself out while doing this.
Did you tell this thing to make an outline based off of Dragon Ball Z?
No?
It got Avatar in here. It got Goku in here.
I guess it know that we like black people.
You know,
My bad. Our editor decided to take some liberties on today's script.
That's okay.
But it's okay.
We talking to the introverts, and that's where they are.
The introverts be at home watching anime.
That is correct.
And then they coming outside and making videos. And they're trying to connect with people. So if you're an anime watching introvert, this episode might be for you.
Maybe.
If you're not an anime watching introvert and you're another kind of introvert,
Just still
watch some anime while you watch this show. I don't know what to tell you. But I hope you're here. I hope you're locked in. I hope you understand that the Making Moguls is a platform for you to learn how to better yourself, how to grow, and how to take advantage of what you have so that you can become the best mogul that you could be.
That's a fact. So we're going to start with shift number 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you want to be real everywhere. There is no point. You know, that saying, fake it till you make it. I think in some ways it is true, in my opinion.
And I'm glad you started there because fake it till you make it means something else.
Yeah.
Okay, fake it till you make it does not mean you be fake. It means even if you don't have the energy, if you don't believe in yourself, you still show up.
Exactly.
Right? That doesn't mean you show up pretending to be someone else. Like you could not believe in yourself and show up pretending to believe yourself. But like that's like modeling confidence. That's different. Like that's very different. Okay.
Yeah.
What we're talking about here is the fake personas. We don't need you to show up as the polished pretend version of yourself. Because I will start by myself first and foremost, right? There has been a lot of times coming into the game that you want to show up in the air of you know, you're the CEO or you're this or you're that. Correct. And these titles don't mean anything if they don't have
action behind it.
Not just action, but a level of weight. Because you could be the CEO of your own company, but that just means you're the most executive employee of yourself. Okay. If you're the one person, right? CEO is a great title. It's cool, but like, if you're not doing the CEO, if you're not the chief executive officer, and you're operating and officiating at a chief executive level, which means there's levels under you, then that serves no purpose, right? So I remember when I first, started, I was a big CEO and I made my best friend the CFO and we had like $25. That I don't know what CFO was for effing, but
Listen.
we had those stuff and we would show up and it would give us, the air of feeling like we were great business people. But what that did was it didn't allow us to connect with people authentically where we were at, right? It either put us in a position where people were expecting more from us because we put this air on us, or we had to prove ourselves. They're like, who's these 22-year-olds thinking they CEO and CFO? Who's these 19-year-olds? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got to start showing and proving.
Right.
When networking is all about showing up at yourself in a way that can connect and collaborate where you are to get to where you need to be.
That makes sense. I feel like a lot of people forget the fact that you have to start somewhere though.
Mm-hmm.
So again, faking it to make it. Can't talk today. Doesn't necessarily mean that your persona is fake, so to speak. We talk a lot about, or I speak a lot about delusion, right? You got to be just a little bit delusional to run a business, okay? Because you have to believe in the vision that you see of where it's going, right? So your actions have to feed that end product. So in order to get there, it's not faking it to make it in the way of, okay, I'm on Instagram pretending that I own this mansion that I actually, rented on Airbnb for the weekend because I'm in Miami for the weekend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's more so about, this is the experience that I am able to put myself in because I am running a business and the business is successful in these ways. And here, I can show you how to do it too. Right? It's all about, one, the journey, but it's also about giving people that insight into the parts that is just a little bit wrong, like just a little bit off, like all of the hard parts that goes into being a CEO, an entrepreneur, business owner, or whatever the case may be. That authentic representation of yourself is what starts to build community. That's what builds the trust. That's what builds authority and people being able to believe like, okay, this person, they are presenting themselves in this way. And I believe that they are that person because they've given me this proof.
Exactly. And there's a difference now, right? Because I want to clarify just to make sure that you understand. We don't need you to post every single piece of your life.
Oh no, please,
okay?
No, please don't.
This is not a 24/7 blog. If you are a blogger or a streamer, that's a different conversation.
Yeah,
we're not talking about that.
I can't help you.
But understand that in today's industry, in today's climate, where social media is the way that we're all reaching each other, your content, lifestyle content around your journey is what sells these days, is what drives people. People want to see what's happening behind the screens. And so showing up authentically while doing that gives you an easier way to work towards something you're already doing versus spending all this time trying to plan content around a production of yourself. Because at the end of the day, your avatar is going to fail you, right? I get why I call it the avatar now. You like to show up as this avatar of yourself, right? And I do it a lot too before. But that was different because I was trying to step into a certain level, and I wanted to be respected at a certain level. So I wanted to show up at a certain level. But it wasn't until I stopped trying to show up at that level and just started showing up for myself that I get to that level anyways. Because then it wasn't like, oh, let me figure it out. Like, I just had the experience to do it, and it was comfortable. Like, I didn't have to, like, it was the repetition, it was the practice that got me into the rooms that I needed to get into. It wasn't just me showing up pretending like I needed to do stuff.
Like you knew everything and that you already had everything together,
And there's no seconding for experience. There's no substitute for experience.
Yeah.
And people can tell that. People can always tell that. If you watch any of our episodes, you can tell the difference between when we're talking about episodes. I don't think there's an episode we didn't talk about that we didn't know anything about. But you can tell when we really, really knew what we were talking about and
You
when we
can
were
tell
still learning.
when I don't know what we talking about, because I'll sit here and I'll be like, yep, and he'll talk, and I'll be like, I'm supportive of that message. Yes.
Exactly.
You
Don
know,
don't come
because
on
we
here
don't-
trying to act like she's an expert in conversation she don't need to know, and I don't act like I'm an expert in conversation I don't need to know. I'm here to learn as much as you are when it's time to learn.
That's a fact.
And one thing, okay, the challenge and the hack right
Yes.
now, that's what I'm gonna give you for this one, is this week, audit your profile. Go to your Instagram, go to your social media, audit your profile, and I challenge you to one post this week, post something raw about you.
Yes.
Whether it be your background, whether it be where you're from, whether it be why you got into business, post something real about you. Especially because it's Black History Month, and if you're a Black person, I want you to show up as your authentic self at least once this month so that your customers can know who the hell they supporting. Because right now, everybody's supporting Black, so show up as your Black self and show proud to be Black.
I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna do it too. I don't post a lot of videos of myself, so I'm gonna definitely do that. The second part to the hack is create a direct message template, right? So instead of the cookie cutter, let's collab, or, oh, I think we should work together, because a lot of people will slide in your DM, or you may have slid in a lot of DMs and came with the air of let's work together, let's collaborate on something. You ever notice that it just falls short? Like, because nobody follows up.
They don't, because people just reaching
out for.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's where they always fail, because they just be like, let's collab.
Yeah, like, it looks cool. You look cool online, and I want to be associated. That's what let's collab tells me.
But let's collab is an empty word. That's just like saying let's go out. Right. Let's take that for a second, right? If you're asking someone out and you're like, let's go out, they're going to be like,
where?
Sure.
What are we doing?
Okay. And if you say let's go out and they're like, okay, and then nothing happens. What are you surprised? No. You gotta say, let's go here. What do you like to do? You know what I mean? Right. You're not starting a conversation. You're not creating a space of creativity. So if you're gonna DM, hit them with that template.
Yes. So create a template is gonna say, I saw your win here. So say, I
saw your latest video. Yeah. I saw your last event.
Yep.
I saw your last project launch.
And it made me think of insert idea here.
All right. So you're giving them actionable things of what you want to collaborate. So, for example, hey, Don, I saw your last event. You know what? It made me think of the fact that we could put something together and maybe throw an event that targets both of our audiences. How you think about that?
There you go. And that's very simple, generic, straight to the point. And it still allows them space. It's not so specific that it only aligns with you or them. It allows space for you guys to brainstorm and actually put the collaboration pieces together to make something substantial for the both of you, like where they can put in their input and their feedback and their ideas and stuff as well. But you came with something more than let's collab.
All right. So if you're watching this video, drop in the chat anytime that your avatar has failed you. You know, if you can remember a time where you showed up trying to pretend to be something, and then that has not worked out in your favor. I'm gonna give you one quick one for myself, right? I remember one time, this is years and years and years and years ago, right? I'm like, yo, I think I ran into an actual industry executive when I was first starting my record label, right? And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm the CEO of this record label, this, that, and the third. Mind you, I'm talking to like somebody that works in Rock Nation, right? So I'm there trying to do this, that, and the third. And like, oh, that sounds great. So we have this coming up. The budget is X, Y, and Z. We got this collaboration. You can rent the venue for $10,000, and we have this promotion coming up. And I lost my number so fast. I was like, shoo, boy. Because, again, I just was starting. Yes, I was a CEO. Yes, I literally did register that business. Didn't change the fact that I was not ready to work at Live Nation. So I could have showed up and been like, hey, you know, we're a startup, we're ready to learn. Because I met somebody else from Live Nation years later, had a similar conversation, told them exactly where we were for the Underground Concert Series, and they told me that one of their venues would have allowed us to use their basement to develop the Underground Concert Series.
Oh wow. Oh.
Look how showing up authentically worked out.
Mm-hmm.
When I
Look at that, and that space was dope. I remember going to that spot a lot.
mm-hmm.
Shows.
Look at that.
Yeah. So definitely put yours in the chat. All right. So shift number 2, prep beats charm.
Yes, the Goku study phase. Okay, I see why this is called Goku 2. Okay, I'm not mad at my editor anymore.
I was very confused.
All right. So, preparation. What is the quote? Preparation beats talent when talent doesn't work hard enough.
Okay, yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah,
preparation beats talent when talent doesn't work hard enough. And preparation beats talent even when talent works hard enough.
That's true.
Because you cannot beat preparation, okay?
Yep.
Study 2 months before pitching, like how Goku be training, okay? And I like this one. I like this one because I want all my this is for the dudes out there, even though I don't be talking to the men. I usually don't.
You don't know.
But y'all dudes, we around the same age because I doubt you watching this in your 50s, in your 60s. And if you are, welcome. But if you're not, I expected it. My people, I need to check in and see that when we was watching Dragon Ball Z and any of these other animes and we looked up to these main characters, the one thing that we loved about them was their perseverance, right? Mm-hmm. Was the fact that a new enemy approaches and they locked in, right? And we saw them training montages so that they was ready, right? The one thing I want to skip is that first part of the episode or the arc where you go in and get your ass kicked and then that's like, oh shit, I gotta train. Because that happens every anime. They be like, oh, the new guy.
Yeah.
Boo, oh shit, that nigga beat my ass. I gotta go train. Just go train. Just go train right now. Yeah. Know that there's somebody that's gonna beat your ass. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Don't be Goku. Be One Punch Man. Go train right now, every day, so that when you pitch, all you gotta throw is one punch.
Yes.
Okay. I like that. Okay.
I like
gonna
that.
swap it from Goku.
Yeah.
All you gotta throw is one punch. Okay. So train, learn your business, and also not only just train and learning your market, learn your business, learn your numbers. Learn so much about your business that you are very comfortable speaking about your business so that you can answer any question in a comfortable way. Mm-hmm. Because it's not just the information. You could sit here and memorize facts and spit it back like you're doing a lecture in high school. Yeah. But no one's going to have confidence in that.
Right.
When you know your numbers, when you know your business, when you know your market, when you know your positioning,
you're so much more comfortable. And I think that definitely ties back into the whole point of the conversation we're having today. A lot of introverts are introverted in networking spaces because they either don't know how that initial approach needs to go, or they are not 100% confident in what it is that they're saying, right? And that's an introvert speaking to introverts, right? I pride myself on being the most extroverted introvert that you may meet, because I'm not really, I've grown a lot. I don't like saying that I'm not a people person anymore and that I don't like people, right? Okay. You say that a lot. I don't say it anymore, right? However, sometimes it is hard to connect, right? And it's hard to connect when you don't have clarity, when you are not 100% confident in your offer or whatever it is that you are selling, right? So in order to combat that is you create that confidence. And the only way to create that confidence is by doing what he just said. You need to train yourself on your business, on your industry. You need to know your numbers. You need to know the statistics. Your business is your job, right? If you have a job, a regular 9 to 5, 5 to 9, only on the weekends, after school time frame, whatever it is that you do, you put a lot of yourself into knowing that job because that is your consistent payment. In order to move your business from hobby, idea, or just something that you're working on right now, hoping that it blows up, instead of riding on hope, ride on giving it the full energy that you can give it in order for it to grow. That is the only way you're going to be able to move in certain rooms as a person that knows what they're talking about, that is worthy of, creating leverage in those spaces with the people that you're trying to connect with.
Hey.
So.
And my hot take for this, because I like this one. No more cold intros.
Oh yeah.
No more cold inboxes.
Yeah.
Know their world cold.
It just doesn't work.
And that's
anymore.
actually hard. I like that. Know their world cold.
Yeah.
Meaning, if I'm looking to pitch and I see somebody I want to collaborate with, don't just shoot them an inbox. Learn them. Take your time. Study what they're doing. Study what they know. Study where they've been. How they came there. That way, when you pitch and they can ask you questions and then they are surprised by your knowledge of them, that opens the door. That shows that you are serious. So again, no more cold intros. Know their world cold.
That's a fact. And that's also what sets you aside from everyone else that's reaching out to them cold. Because even when you follow up with people, I know, I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent. Even when you, like, say Threads, for instance, love Threads. Favorite place to be online, I swear.
It's pissing me off right now.
Okay. Well, the difference between getting responses or getting whatever gig it is that you submitted for, or whoever you reached out to or commented on their post, whatever, is because there's a million people. And I noticed this also with like Facebook groups. I'm in a Facebook group, and there's always people saying that they need their hair done, and 20 people will respond with their website, with their booking website, with videos of clients, all the things. The second the person posted, they wish they didn't post anymore. They're not looking at the post again. Slide in a DM, okay? Now this is, okay, I feel like, okay, this doesn't necessarily go with the whole cold thing, but it does go with actually curating your response and creating that connection, right? You have to go directly to the person rather than just responding to whatever they posted online. Okay, I'm done now. My bad. I went off.
No, it's not. That's actually pretty good. Because even with something like that, make sure that your response is targeted to them. Because as you can see, it happened to me. I just posted the other day. Is anybody interested in collaborating with Canna Baddies for a photo shoot?
Yeah.
And I had like 17 different photographers thing, and I was like, whoa. And then somebody messaged me and actually had an idea, and I was like,
there you go. And that's what I'm going to.
The rest of them I'm going to get back later.
Right.
But the one thing I will say is a hack, right? Research 3 facts about the person before you outreach. Right? Example, your pop-up killed. How did your vendors go? Like, how was your connection with the vendors? Or, hey, I saw you had a performance last. Like, how was your energy? I see you have a couple more performances coming back. Hey, I saw that your first song was dropped in 2021. Was that the first time you released under this name, or was that the first time you've recorded music?
Dope. See?
Hey, I see that your background is such and such, so let's have this meeting at such and such restaurant.
Those are really good ones. I definitely challenge you guys to really think of the next 3 to 5 people that you actually want to do outreach to. And like you said, come up with 3 facts or even just interesting things that person has posted that they seem to be interested in, and utilize that when you reach out to them.
And this is a great point, because I want to flip from right here. We as Black people, we as BIPOC entrepreneurs, know what we up against in this industry, in all of our industries. We know that we are going up against a system that is exclusionary.
Yeah.
So gatekeepers are always going to test us. Pass by having insider knowledge. Doing that research, it gets you a step ahead. Go into spaces where you celebrated, but still have enough information to get past any gatekeeper. And you can handle that.
I love that.
And we're going to shift.
Number three. Make plays. Don't ask for favors.
This is me right here, bro. This is me for the last, 5-6 years?
Yeah.
What? No, since 2019. Since I started Canna Baddies, this was me. I swear to God.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Since I started Canna Baddies, this was me. Because I stopped asking for favors. I found my leverage, and I haven't looked back since. Swear to God, I have not looked back since. So, understand that this is why I love this is perfect, because one of the things I've known for, and I say this without trying to brag or anything, but it's one of my favorite things people always call me, right? Because I've been the plug for so long, for so many things, that they stopped calling me the plug. They started calling me the surge protector. And if you know something about a surge protector, it got multiple plugs in it, right? And it's like, damn, VJ, can't even call you the plug anymore, bro, because you plugged in too much. And I love that about myself, because real plugs, we elevate others, right? We host, we intro, and we share first.
Yes.
Right? I love the fact that I got to this point in Making Moguls where next week we have an event coming up. And the whole point of the event is to connect other people in the room.
It's Friday.
You're right. Next week, as in the next week that we're in.
Today's week.
The next week that is flowing from me.
February 20th.
Right. We'll be having that event. And I get to put people in positions to win. Yeah. I get put people in positions to meet funding people, to put people in positions to have connections with brands, to have connections with other entrepreneurs, to have people in industries that work in the government and other things. And so many different positions that we are in. All these technical difficulties.
Right. We got something going on today. It's okay.
I don't know who's trying to make us not win, but they're going to watch us win anyway.
Okay.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. But what was I saying? My bad. Yes, we plug and we put elevate people. That's what we do. I elevate people. That's what I do. I put people in positions to win. And I've been doing that for almost 10 years now. I've been doing that since the Underground Concert Series. The whole point of my brand, Alpha and Omega of Business, was to put people in positions to win. And it created so much freedom now and so much positive karma. Let's call it that. Positive business karma. Let's call it business karma, right? Because going out and putting good stuff into the business universe will always benefit you in one way or the other. Right. Case in point, me being here right now. Because if I didn't show up to Hennessy Fashion Week, grab a broom and say, hey, I see what you're doing, I'm going to add my energy, then I would not be a part of Making Moguls. I wouldn't be here setting you guys up to win.
That's true. That's true.
I made a play.
You led with value.
I said, how can I contribute?
You shared
and then
first.
Dom was like, wait, you contributing? And you got shit going on? Wait, what you got going on that you over here contributing? What you got going on?
Yeah.
And now Dom know all the flavors of the Kool-Aid. So I can't even, like, there's not a better example. I was going to give you a bunch of other examples, but there's no better example than the reason why I sit here today, for real.
That's the one.
Because it says I made a play for Dom and got 1,000% back. I can't even say 3 times back. This is a relationship has always benefited me. To the max, bro.
Yes.
To the max, bro.
Likewise.
Because and again, it was simple as networking, as simple as seeing someone else in on my lane that's moving and has seriousness about them and is elevating in a space that I want to learn from. Because when she was doing that, she was doing Hennessy Fashion Week. I was still doing Underground Concert Series. Not saying I I wasn't able to do anything, but Dom was moving in a space that I wanted to learn from. And I could have showed up like, yo, Dom, let's collaborate on the next event. Dom would have been like, so is you gonna put a half of this venue?
No,
or what,
for real.
bro? Like, I don't.
That was definitely the energy I was on.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, and
that
that would have went exactly there, you know.
Right.
But I showed up. I was like, all right, I know where I want to be. I know where I'm at, and I showed up. I showed my value, and we was able to collaborate. Now we've done so much stuff together.
Yep.
So again, I don't got a better way to explain that to you. If you need another example, then I don't know. Comment in the chat, and
Yeah, we'll find. We'll give you another one.
I'll look it up for you. But again, I don't. Your relationships are built through plugging people in, and they're in that so many ways, so many different things have come into my purview just because Dom was like, yo, go hit VJ.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like,
That's a fact. And I definitely stand by the whole objective behind givers get, right? That's one of the ways that I live my life. Now, have I gone too far with it at times? Absolutely. So definitely make sure that you have your boundaries and you set your standards of what exactly it is you're willing to give.
That's shift number 4. That's shift number 4.
It is.
We'll get into
it is.
We're gonna get into that.
Look, so ahead of my time.
See, always ahead of her time. Always.
I just, I always once we start talking about like giving parts of you just like away to people, with your leverage, creating the connections and the relationships and all that, that'd be like the first thing that I'm like,
and so
wait.
You know what? That's great, because now I'm going to talk to the introvert, because that's what we've been talking to, right? Introverts. The reason why I'm telling you to make plays, don't ask favors, is because you don't have a lot of energy, right, to connect with people. The more you try to connect with people, the more it drains you, right? You want these connections to be valuable, right? So we don't want to go back and forth 6-7 times in the DMs. We don't want to message, then follow up, and then hope that they got us, see if they got... We don't have time for that. Yeah. When you create this value, when you show up and you're intentional, you save yourself time, you save yourself energy, okay? When you do your research, you don't have to have these conversations multiple times, because boom, I'm going to hit you with this, boom, I'm going to hit you with that. This conversation going exactly where I need it to go. Yeah. All right? You showing up to make a play because okay, I don't have the energy to be making this person work and that person work and then hope this person no. I'm going to put all three of y'all in a room. Y'all going to connect. That's going to take me 1.5 hours of my time instead of the 7 hours it was going to take me to talk to these people separately. Mm-hmm. So make these plays, make these connections. The hack is make a weekly playlist, okay? Introduce one creative a week. Introduce one creative in your network to another creative. Introduce yourself to a creative. Introduce yourself in a way that you have a play. Hey, I saw this person needs Y. I think you're it. Right. That shit right there. Listen, if anybody needs somebody to decor a hall or design a fashion show, I'm always putting Dime on.
Thank you.
Okay?
Because some people be forgetting. You know what I'm saying?
And they stupid. That's their problem.
All right, though.
That's
why
problem.
They be struggling.
That's their problem.
Those out here these days is trash. I'm not in the scene.
And they not asking. But it's okay. They could stop. Hey, you see me out of the showcase season, right?
Yeah, trust me, I know. Yo, I went to a showcase not too long ago, like a few weeks ago when I was here. Yo, when I was here, and I was like, damn, I miss when VJs stuff.
Yo, the other day I went to a show. I think I popped in just for a little bit, and I just was like, damn, these artists don't know what they missing for real. Yo, they don't know what they missing for. And I used to give it out for free. For free. I didn't charge a single artist on any stage. For free.
I'm telling you.
State problem. We doing festivals now.
Right. We way past that. But
at number 4, this is the best
Yes.
part right here,
Yes.
because remember we was just talking about that. This all to say that you gonna do all of this in the scope and the protection of your boundaries. Okay?
Boundaries equals power.
This is the access denied rule.
Yeah. That's a fact. So people pleasing and this is definitely for introverts, because I think that it's easier to try to get people to like you or to feel like people are on your side, or that you have to do everything for someone who has like a little bit of leverage over you, or they have clout, or whatever the case may be. That is draining.
And not only
you don't
that,
have to do that.
Not only that, I want to tackle the introvert's mindset on that, right? Introverts tend to be very cerebral, right? They think a lot, right? Especially now, take that and add it to the fact that we are handling a business, a small business, a creative project that has you to put a level of self-interest, right, out there, right? So that creates a level of disconnect between the reality of what you think and what is, right? And that plus overthinking can create a space where you are either doubting yourself or trying to care about other people's opinions or putting people on pedestals when you don't need to, right? And so with that, now you create this space where, oh, I want to connect with this person. Do they like me? Do they not? I message them. Do they? You got to care so much. So much. You care about so much while doing so little.
Right.
And that's the problem right there, right? You caring so much. Oh, I want to collaborate with this person. They're my favorite person. I want to collaborate with them, but I messaged them and they didn't message me back. Do they like me? Oh, I like their stuff. They commented, but then they left me on scene the next time. I don't know. All of that is draining. Yeah. All of that energy that you're putting in to something when the person literally could just be busy. They literally could have just not seen your DMs. You know how many times people have told me, oh, I messaged you, and I did. Bro, I saw it. I was typing. I got distracted. I have ADHD.
Let me tell you something.
And I said, I have ADHD. There's regular people that do it regularly. Yeah. You feel me? Like,
I know people tired of me. They'll DM one of my pages, and then the interns will look at it, don't have an answer, never tell me that they opened the message,
and now the message is sitting there, yo. Oh my!
And
God,
I gotta go back through.
And now 3 weeks later, you like, oh, we were supposed to answer that. Yeah. No lie, bro. Yeah. I had that too. I had a travel client message me like months ago. I gave them the form. They put it in. I went to go send them the stuff. It sat there for like 2 months. I was like, oh my God, yo, I'm so sorry. But when I realized was the week they were supposed to leave. I was like, oh, I'm glad you got your trip. I will give you something to make up for this, because wow.
Yo.
Like, so sorry for that, for real. But again, here's what I say, right? To all of that. Bro, I want you to do all of the steps before, right? Follow the steps before, make your plans, execute, know your knowledge, train like Goku, make your plays, do not do favors, so that you can put yourself in a position where we are right now. And this is my favorite position right now, right? I sit as a director of travel and tourism for the Cannabis Awards Music Festival.
Correct.
Right? I sit as the co-founder and operations manager for the Cannabaddies.
Correct.
I sit on the board of New Heat Studios and the co-host for the Make It Mogul show.
That's a fact.
So that means that when somebody hits me and says, hey, Vijano, let's throw this showcase together, I can look at you and be like, sir.
You don't know nothing about me, do you?
I don't.
Like,
when somebody hits me and is like, yo, let's start a podcast together, I say, sir. I have a platform. When somebody hits me and they're like, yo, can you find me the cheapest flight for next week tomorrow? I'd be like, sir, Google added a new AI feature. Just ask that motherfucker, because I don't know why you thought. My favorite thing now is my access denied. I love it now because I have gotten to the place where my leverage exists externally. It's not internal anymore. I don't need to. Yes, I still show up. Like, I spent all week, and we're going to talk about the small wins in a minute. I spent all week networking, all week stepping into new shoes and connecting with brands, all week.
Nice.
I'm tired, bro. I'm exhausted. I have not went to sleep. This was sad. No. Yesterday was the first time I went to sleep before 2 o'clock all last week. I say all that to say, I'm so happy that now anybody come to me about any of my brands, about anything, and I don't have to say yes to nothing.
It's a fact.
To nothing. You could walk to me right now with $1 million, and if your offer is bullshit, if you offer me with $1 billion, and if your offer is bullshit, I'm not taking it. And I'm not saying that to just be cocky. I know my worth, and $1 billion is not worth becoming a slave to nobody. It's not worth somebody taking everything I do and having to owe them. Listen, I see what people use money to do, and I don't need nobody's money, nobody's influence, nobody's circle, nobody's nothing, because every single circle I've gotten into, every single connection I've made, I've earned doing all of the steps that we talked about before. So now my boundaries is, hey, if I don't like it, I don't need it, I don't want it.
That makes sense. I respect that. I'm still working on my my access denied rule.
See, but you have relationships that you've built already.
Yes.
And those are harder to just separate.
Yes, it is. It is much harder to separate. However, my standing relationships aren't necessarily the issue. It's the new people that come in, and they don't know who I am, or you know what I'm saying? So they come with a different type of energy, and I think it's just that sometimes I still get so like inspired by just the random allure of other people's ideas and things like that, and I'd be quicker to hear someone else and to then just shut it down. You know what I'm saying?
So, I'll give you a tip on that, because I like that. That's actually pretty great. Just don't commit.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Let me take a look. Let me mull it over.
Right.
That's been my favorite thing now, because I do get that. I do get that. People come to me with great ideas all the time. But I know I've come to let go of success, right? Some things sound successful, and they might be. They might very well be. If you take it from me, right, and go somewhere else, it will be a success. Yeah. And I used to be so afraid of like watching, missing my opportunity, right?
Yeah.
But I've learned, one, what success looks like and what success is are two different things. So it could look successful, it could blow up, and it could be right into the core.
Yeah.
Two, it could not have any synergy. Just because it was successful over there doesn't mean it was going to be successful with me. It could have not been successful with me. I could have tried a million ways and it wouldn't work. Just like in a relationship, you could be with somebody and it just doesn't work. And then you see them go with somebody else, and they're amazing. You with somebody else, and you amazing. And and sometimes we sit there and we're like, damn, son, how could it work out with them and it wasn't me? Why could it?
Because it just wasn't.
It just wasn't you. Like,
you was meant to learn the lesson, and then that is all.
And we need to detach from that, because there's so much more possibility out there. You have to believe in yourself, that there is no opportunity that is just your opportunity. You got to understand that you got to believe in yourself so much that the universe will continue to throw shit at you until you die. You could be 99 and the universe still say, I got one more for you. If you don't believe that, then that scarcity mindset is going to trap you. And that will lead you to not being able to stand on your boundaries. But again, if it's really meant for you, bro, it will come through the window. It'll come through the back door. If you close the shutters, bro, we'll dig a hole through the floor, okay? If it's really for you, bro, it's gonna get to you, okay? So worrying about if this fumbles and that fumbles, yes, you can look at the opportunity and objectively be like, damn, I could have done better. Yes, I could have taken more advantage of that. But at the end of the day, that's it. That's all it is. Check that off and move on, bro. Because you worried about past so-called what you wins and what's not. It's not gonna do nothing for today, bro. It's not gonna stop. Like, again, if me and Dom didn't click, right? I bet you there's probably 5 other people I did shoot my shot with at that point back then. You know, I could have went to 5 other events and helped niggas out sweeping and putting things. I probably did. I don't even remember. You feel me?
That was so long ago.
But imagine if I sat here and was like, damn, son, I went to Cognac Fashion Week and I met this person. And like, damn, I really, really showed out and they ain't having. But Hennessy Fashion Week coming, but I can't go, bro. After Cognac Fashion Week, I can't put myself out there again.
Yeah.
Imagine if I did that.
Exactly.
It would have been crazy, right? We wouldn't, that would have rewritten everything into what I just told you today. But no, whatever I did, I put that to the side and I put myself out again and again and again. And not in a way, and again, I understand it's draining. That's why we take all these steps. We're not shooting cold. We putting ourselves in the best position to win.
Right.
But once we keep putting ourselves in the best position to win, we understand that we now are valuable. Because we've proven it over and over and over and over and over. And if you haven't proven it over, you know you're going to. You know your idea going to be validated. You know you have what it takes to adjust and pivot and make it work.
But nothing will change if you don't take action.
And so you have to take
action. Make any changes, nothing will change.
Nothing. And so with that, that's where the power in the access denied is. The power of knowing yourself, the power of understanding that there is no opportunity too great. Because first of all, if somebody's selling you an opportunity and they're pushing for you, that you better get this now or it's not gonna happen, that's a trap.
Yeah.
That's a trap.
Yeah.
Listen, Jeffrey Epstein used to do that.
Lord.
So again, that's a trap, bro. Do not fall for no trap, son. If somebody's really serious about working with you, they're going to understand where you are, bro. They are going to understand where you are. Nobody's going to be like, yo, I got this job. Again, you know what companies do that? Great. You know what companies love to do that? Them MLMs, them marketing companies. If you don't join right now, this opportunity's going to go.
All right.
You're lying. You're lying. Because at the end of the day, you need sales. If I can make this sale not work, but guess what happens at the end of the day? If I didn't sell nothing, even if I canceled the sales, guess what I'm going to do in 2 months? Put it back on sale because I need to goddamn sell the thing, right?
Exactly.
So understand that. Like, put yourself like, take a step back. The world got billions of people on it, bro. Billions. That one person can't be the gatekeeper for everything. There's a back door, a side door, and other plays. The world is globalized. The internet has connected us with so much. The reason I'm reaching you right now is because you're about to use YouTube, that you could have connected with so many other people to watch their videos instead, right? But you here. So I'm thankful. I'm grateful.
Yes.
And if you didn't get the information from me, you know what you can do? Go to the search bar and search the topic and find somebody else. I'm not mad at that. I'm not afraid of that. I'm positioning myself so that you could stay here in a world full of information that you could get elsewhere. And I'm not mad if you sit and watch somebody else. I'm not mad if somebody watched Earn Your Leisure or watched other podcasts and didn't watch Making Moguls. Because I know at the end of the day I showed up, and whoever got the value is going to come back and tell me, yo, this is where it was.
Yeah. You better go ahead and preach that. All right. Okay. That's a word. So we're going to get into this action plan before we wrap up. So you want to go in, audit your contacts. You want to cut at least 5 people that just drain your energy. People that are super negative. Every time they call you, they just calling for gossip. People that don't have anything to give to you or even receive and learn from you. Get rid of those people. At least 5 of them, because I know you got them in your contact list.
Second, hold on. With that.
Yep.
Cutting does not just mean, if it's your mother, don't just stop talking to your mother. Don't blame me because your mother is toxic and you just decided to cut your mother off, okay? When I say audit them, this means put them in their place, right? oh, this person only calls me about gossip, bro. I cannot talk to you until Saturday when I got other shit happening. You and I got a good friendship, so I'm gonna put it. Let's talk going out. We gonna only talk on the go out time, cause I know I'm sipping, I'm unwinding. I don't want to. I love hearing about your gossip when I don't want to deal with it. That's fine.
I be cutting people off.
Again, if they have zero value, get them the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But I just had to put that in there, cause then people be like, "How am I gonna cut them off? That's my mother and my sister," and I be like,
nah.
So go outside.
Yeah.
You don't gotta cut them off.
Family time.
You don't gotta cut them off. But again, put them in their place. Put them in their box. Leave them over there. And I'm gonna go over here. Like bro, you wanna? I run canna patties, bro. I hang out with beautiful women all the. We was at an event. Somebody looked at me and was like, "VJ, you live a wonderful life because how are you just walking around with 7 beautiful women?" And I'm like, by cutting everybody off. Because do you understand how stressful it? Like everybody thinks it's amazing. You know how stressful it is to have to walk around with all these. You know how much of my head on a swivel my head is every moment.
You gotta be
every moment.
You gotta pay attention.
I gotta be security. I gotta be making sure that everybody is comfortable. I gotta make sure that I'm listening to people. You know, women love their feelings. I gotta make sure that they're heard and validated.
Yes, you do. Yep.
You think this is easy, bro?
Sounds accurate.
And then all the men, oh, send me that girl. Oh, send me her number. Oh, you pimpin', big pimpin'. VJ. Shut the fuck up. This is why my access is denied. This is why when people be like, yo, bring those girls to my event, I'm like, so what's the booking?
Yeah.
Because you think I'm about to convince all of these women to put on their makeup, put on their shoes, look good, show up for no money, for no benefit, gain nothing from this event.
So you could be in a
So you could look good with them so that they could complain to me later. Mm-hmm. So they could look like, VJ, what the fuck? Why did we go? Why did we
even go? Yeah.
What did we do that for? No, bro. It's because I say no to so many opportunities, bro. I could be hosting bottles in the club every week, every day of the week. No.
That's true.
No.
Protect your energy, okay? That's the main thing that I mean when I say audit your contacts.
Because one more. I got you. Because this reminded me of that hack. The best revenge is your lack of access, right? And I want to say this to everybody because in this world, we have conditioned ourselves. We fall for the trap because negativity breeds more than positivity, right? Mm-hmm. That's just a psychological thing. There's a saying that if something negative happens in your day, you're more likely to talk about it 7 times to 7 different people than you are to talk about one positive thing that happens in your day.
Really?
It's a whole psychological thing.
That sounds accurate.
And so in the space, on the internet, we be posting, we be putting ourselves out there, and negative comments come up. Mm-hmm. We live in a world where people troll for professional, for fun, for rage baiting, like, especially to women. Now I'm gonna speak to you. There are men out there just to humble you while they look like the bottom of my toe, but they're hiding behind a screen to make you feel bad in the comment section, right? And so, I've noticed, because especially working with a lot of women, that there's a tendency to jump back in the comments and start going back and forth with people, right? And I've been trying to tell people to shift that energy, right? Because if you get a negative comment, especially in the business space, one, I need you to step back, right? Because you can't let anybody get you out of character. It's your space. It is your audience. Your audience is seeing this. Their audience isn't. Your audience is seeing this, right? Second, engagement is engagement. Niggas argue in Cardi B comments all the time, okay? And that's why she got 1,000,001 comments in every post, right? Now, we don't need you to be Nicki Minaj and the Barbs and having people wilding out in your comments, but you're going to engage in a way that's going to drive comments and interactions without negativity. So if somebody be like, you ugly. Why? What did you not like about my outfit? What did you think I should have done better? I'll never forget, I had somebody come onto my page. This was years ago. And was like, something about like me being ugly, like just like I wasn't doing good, something like that, right? They were just like, "Yo, you a bum," or something like that. Some like trying to insult.
Okay.
And I paused for a second. I could have, got enraged, and I was like, "Oh, why you feel that way?" Because all I really do is on the internet is connect and try to help people. So what is it that I'm missing?
Mm-hmm.
They tried to insult me again.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't take the bait. I said, "Okay, so again, my platform is such and such. What would you like to see? What am I missing?" The person was like, "Damn, son, I really was just trying to make you upset. Like, I don't have no."
Damn.
Something made me really upset. Now I'm making you upset, and I realize you don't deserve this.
even-
Like, I don't. I'm
Dang.
sorry.
Wow.
They apologized to me, bro. They apologized and called me a good person.
I mean,
I think they
thanks.
interact on my page every now and again now.
Yeah.
And I turned this weird, strange person who was mad at me into somebody that respects me now. Just because I refused to engage in the negativity that this person was putting out.
Right.
And I say that to say, again, I'm not telling you go be a saint. Don't turn the other cheek at everybody. Block and delete, my nigga. Like, again, there's always that option. It's your page. You can just delete the comment.
True.
You could look at the comment and just delete it.
All right.
But if you're not going to delete it, use it. Get that engagement up, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Troll a troll back, bro. Like, as long as you're not embarrassing yourself, as long as you're not embarrassing your brand, as long as you represent your brand in a way. I run a brand full of women that I tell everyone to feel sexy. You know how many times I post one girl and everybody's like, oh, why you post this girl, not that girl? Fuck I care for, bro. I'm not about to let you call any of these women ugly. I don't care what you think. Sexy is something that you feel.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So again, block and delete and use that negativity and turn it into positivity. Okay, so with that, we're going to get into our action plan. All right, we're going to get into our little action plan.
I'm crying. We already started the action plan. We on number 2 now.
We are?
Yes, we did the audit context.
All right, so number 1 was audit the context. All right, audit your contacts, cut the people out.
Yes.
Put them in the boxes, reallocate them, reallocate your time.
Yes.
Second, figure out what one play you're going to be able to put together this week. I'm going to further that challenge. I want you to put one play together for yourself and one play that you're going to put together for someone else in your network. Because those things are going to come back to you.
I like that.
Okay?
Yes,
it's Black History Month. Help a black person out. Help a black business out. Connect somebody that's looking for somebody. This is a service and a product-based industry. You know somebody that knows somebody.
Yep.
If you see a graphic designer and you see somebody needing flyers, go connect them. If you see somebody with a studio and you need an artist, go connect them.
There you go.
Third.
So third is, you and this Goku. 1 hour study a day.
Learn your industry. Learn your insights.
Yes.
This is 2026 and AI is blowing everything out the water. Go study it. Please. Please.
Yeah.
Go study it. And not even you don't have to use none of the video generation, the AI picture generation, but automate your workflows. At least learn how to make your business run so that you don't need to hire 20 people because you probably don't have the budget to hire 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
So let it work for you in a way that is ethical and works for you. Right. If it's not AI, that's fine. Learn another platform. Learn social media. Take some time to learn what's working on the algorithms this month. Instagram updated a lot of things. Edits is where you make your stuff. If you make your stuff to edits, they push your stuff. Learn how to use trial reels. Learn how to create good hooks. Learn how to understand how audience retention works. Understand where your CTAs work. Understand your lighting, if that's what you're doing. You moving content, there's stuff to learn.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not doing content, you're making work. You're working with your products. Learn packaging this week. Yeah. Learn shipping this week.
Learn marketing.
Learn marketing this week. They never learn how to market.
Never market anything. They don't even know about the business. But
study something this week. Matter of fact, here's what we're going to do. Okay. Study something this week. We're going to put up 2 posts on Sunday, which we're going to try to schedule now. Okay. One, we're going to post one for your small wins. Actually, we're going to post for your small wins so that we can collect them for the show.
Yes.
2, I want to see who watched this episode because I'll post a post on our story asking what you studied this week. And I will read them out. I will shout you out. And I will take the time, if you actually studied something this week, to give you a next step. I will take that time. I'm not going to lie.
You're going to take that time.
because I'm locked in this week. So we're gonna see.
Yeah, I'm working on
She got a lot of things going
scheduling
on.
life and stuff. So, and then all right, and then number 4, I like this one. I think we need to do it post Friday. Launch.
No.
Okay.
Number 4 is come to our event.
Yeah, there you go. Better than that, cause
that's us. We gonna
that's fire.
We gonna do that.
That's fire. Yes, definitely make sure y'all come to Manifest the Vision on Friday, February 20th at New Heat Studios. Go to, I don't remember what the link is. I think it's manifestthevision3.eventbrite.com.
Follow us on the Making Mogul show, and you will see it.
The link is in the bio.
The link is in the bio.
We'll probably.
I just had an idea, and I stressed myself on that idea because I was gonna say
crazy.
I will have one of the people that work for us link it in the bio, and then that stressed me out. Just thinking.
Never mind, I already put it in the bio like 2 weeks ago. Absolutely not. No.
So we're gonna put it. No, I'm in the bio of this video. I'm gonna do it actually. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the link in the video, the description, because I'm gonna edit this video description.
Okay.
So you can click the link right there.
But definitely come out. It is a free RSVP. Okay, there is a paid ticket. I urge you, if you want to get the most out of the event, definitely get the paid ticket. It's only $30, and it allows you to participate in the actual manifestation vision workshop portion, where we actually create. It's not a whole vision board; it's a vision mirror. So we'll go more into that. I'll probably go live on the page or post a video on the page talking more about it. But definitely make sure, worst case scenario, if you don't have any money, you got the $3 to get on the train.
Just show up and get in this room,
Just show up, get in the room.
I'm collecting even more special guests this week because I'm telling you, this is the start of something. We're gonna be doing this, especially for March for Women, because I want to put all the women in the room. But this is a start of y'all really understanding what we're trying to do here in terms of not only just the show, not only just the connections of like listening to the gems that we drop in, because again, this is what we do, but really putting y'all in positions to win by putting y'all in real life rooms with real life people who have what you need. One of the wildest things I've ever heard was through Bree. She went to this event where they were talking about networking connections, right? And they were talking about like the 6 degrees of separation and like you have to ask, right? And so basically they were talking about manifestation and asking and like, you know, not being afraid to say what you want. And so they asked everyone in the room, what do you want? Like, who is somebody you want to meet? And somebody said they wanted to meet Jay-Z in that room. Somebody else in that room knew somebody who worked with Jay-Z. A week later, that person met Jay-Z.
Wow. That's fire.
I'm not putting you in a room with Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'm not either.
But I'm saying that when you connect in these ways, when you manifest intentionally and you really voice what you want, the possibilities are there. So step in the room with us. Come enjoy this energy. Don't let it just be on the screen. Because, as we always say, you either win with us
or you watch us win.
And now we're going to get into these small wins, baby.
Yes. All right. You want to go first?
Nah, you go first.
I'm going to go first. So, my small win this week is... Okay. So, I took some time yesterday to feed my business, like vision and all of that through AI. Okay. And it tore me a new one. Okay. I had my friend gave me the prompt. So I think I'm gonna post it so other people can like really like, you know, get this. But basically it was something like, basically I had to tell it to be like super cutthroat. It had a high act as a person with a high IQ. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. Yeah. And so at the end of it, it's like, okay, so you are this type of person. And the businesses that you're not really running at your optimal level because this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
And so now my small win of the week is that I am putting that into play. I've made some lifestyle changes. I am going to South by Southwest in a couple of weeks in Texas. I go every year. But starting from now, I'm changing like the way I eat. I'm changing the way I show up for my brands. I am changing my offers and, my products and services through my businesses. And I'm making some less emotional decisions when it comes to my businesses because I realize that I'm very, very emotionally invested into everything that I'm doing.
Okay.
And so I make decisions in that space rather than from a logical standpoint of a space.
Okay.
So, so that I am becoming a new dime. This is the rebrand in full effect in real time. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that. That is beautiful.
What about you?
My small win this week was that I was outside networking intentionally and showing up all week. So this week, not even just this week, because we haven't been on the air for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Glad to be back. So glad to be back.
Feels good.
Feels good. Just technical difficulties, guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yes.
And so in this time that we've been off, as I said, I didn't want to pick up touch candy baddies until I had people that was serious. Because at the end of the day, the brand's not for me.
Right.
It's for the community of women that I want to support. And if I don't have a community of women that's actually, I'm actually supporting, then what's the point, right?
Right.
And so slowly but surely, things have been, people have been asking questions. People have been, da-da-da-da-da. And so we did two little events, just kind of like promoting them, kind of like maneuvering. And it started to build back up momentum. People was like, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da, Candy Baddies, oh, what's going on? And so on January 31st, that was the first one, we did our first event back outside. And it had a bunch of different girls pop out. It was a great time. Everybody had a really good time. And not only just that, like, it sparked something. Like, everybody was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was really... And so we took all of that energy and connected going to events. Shout out to Dami, because Dami found all the events for this week. We went to a cannabis burlesque show.
Ooh,
we went to
cute.
a Bud Tenders XP. And then we went to this thing called Hall of Flowers. And every single event... my favorite thing about it,
sounds fire.
my small big win, is that I walked around to every single vendor in that place, and I gave them the exact same pitch. I am the director of travel and tourism for the Cannabis Awards Music Festival. I told them about our festival. I told them about the previous festivals, and I told them that we're bringing it to New York.
Right.
Every single one of them said, "Hell yeah,
of
let's
course.
do this. What's the contact?" Meanwhile, the Candy Baddies, who also represent me, are hitting every single table and pointing it out something.
Yes.
So you're getting hit by my brand 2 times and you don't even know it.
That's fire.
You don't even know it. Now every single one of your stuff, all your contacts are getting doubled. You're working with me for marketing, and you're working with me for the events. You're working with me for content, and you're working with me for that. And I just spiraled into so much opportunity for this week, this month, this year. That I'm looking forward to taking advantage of this week and really, putting myself in positions to win.
I love that. I got another one though. Okay, because it has been. I forgot. It has been some weeks. I do have one more. So, as you know, I have part-time moved to Florida. So I didn't show you the video, but I went and looked at a space. Okay. I didn't do nothing with this space, okay? Let me just put the disclaimer out there. This was my, I felt like I needed to do something, and something big. in order to like drive that motivation out there. Because it's very slow. It's very easy to like sit in a house and just kind of chill, sit in the sun and just chill and not really do anything. But me being who I am, if I'm going into a new space, I need to go and I need to be me. So I had went on, I think, Facebook Marketplace, and this space popped up, and I was so excited. Did they send you it?
No, just making sure. That.
I was so excited, like, cause I saw this space, and I'm like, yo, this shit is beautiful. Like, what? So I hit the person up, and I asked for more information. They were like, do you want to do a walkthrough? I was like, hell yeah. And I went and I looked at it and it was dope. And I was mad that I went and looked at it and that it was dope because I'm, you know, it's type expensive. But the point was to drive my juices and get my juices flowing. So I'm very excited about all of the possibilities of what I can build in Florida. But yeah, I definitely just had to say that because once I show you, you're going to be like, wait, so we not getting it? Nah. It's fire.
I'm not even knocking it. I'm happy because one of the things I've learned is to enjoy sitting in the possibility.
Yeah.
Like, just allow yourself to be free of the attachment of the situation, whether it works out or doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Playing the idea, have fun, you know, creating in that space because it might be that space. It might be a better space.
Yeah.
But once you know, allow yourself to think freely and allow yourself to create, then, you know, it all starts to come together. So that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Look at us. Big things. But yes, definitely make sure, again, follow us on Instagram at The Making Mogul Show. Definitely subscribe if you have not done so yet. Hit that notification bell, like, comment, all the things. Make sure y'all pop out to Manifest the Vision 3 on February 20th. If it's past February 20th when you hear this video, that's fine. Definitely make sure y'all still tap in with us because we for sure have another event coming up, I'm sure. Our calendar is actually booked almost to the end of April, I think.
Yeah.
For guests to come on the show. So we definitely have some really amazing, inspiring stories coming, you know, and personalities to bring on board and keep y'all entertained and informed on all the possibilities and things that you could be doing. My name is Dime. That's Dime with a Y, not an I. You can find me on Instagram at Dime Smith.
Why are you telling them? It's on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Just
oh, my bad.
Do that thing. If they can't read, why are they here?
Oh. I forgot. All right. Listen.
I know. But that's why we got the lower thirds. It is Sir Vijano Alexander, a.k.a. King Cosmic.
Yes.
I'm the only one. I'm not even going to say it this time. Matter of fact, I'm going to say
it. If you can't find him.
You ain't looking hard enough, motherfucker. I like that as such my tagline. This is Making Moguls. Yes. This has been the Making Mogul Hour. Thank you for rocking with us. We'll see you next week.